Welcome to toy-polloi.
Hello and welcome to another video from toy-polloi. Today's going to be an unboxing video as I've just received 2 boxes from Daniel Longchamps in Canada. Now Daniel got in touch with me a while back saying that he's got a few things that he would like to donate to the channel, and he sent me rather nice emails which I'm going to read to you now. It says, I'm a big fan of your YouTube channel and I'd like to send you a box full of old Star Wars toys for you to restore. Me and my brother Philippe used to play a lot with these toys, but we don't anymore. They're stored and gathering dust, and since we have 3 girls between us, none who are fans of Star Wars and are not interested in playing with these toys, we'd like to send them to you. In your talented hands, some of these toys stand a better chance of getting a second life and getting closer to their original condition. Thanks, Daniel. Well, that's very kind of you, Daniel, and your brother Philippe. Really nice always to get donations. And thanks ever so much for taking the time to send this stuff in. As I say, there's a couple of boxes. In front of me here is the smaller of the boxes. There's a second one which is actually a little bit too large to get onto my sort of filming area. So what I'm going to do is I'll open this first one up, and then I'll open the second one up sort of slightly off camera and bring the items in so that we can take a look at what is inside. As you heard from what Daniel said, it's Star Wars stuff, and Star Wars stuff is always one of my favourites. As if you watch my channel regularly, you'll know I restore an awful lot of Star Wars vehicles and figures. So let's get this box open. Right, I've got my handy knife here. Let's see what's inside. It's quite a big box and it's quite a heavy box. We'll see. Oh, and it's been well packed. Let me just rotate this stuff around and we'll start removing the packaging. Wowee, I can already see piles and piles of Star Wars figures. Look at that. There's bags of them. So here we have one bag of Star Wars figures, mixed sort of generations from right from the start up to Jedi. We have another bag here. This one's got more Star Warsy stuff, and there's a few other figures as well that I recognise. That is a Sentry from the Black Hole, and there's one of the figures from Clash of the Titans. There's Boba Fett there, and some other bits, and a Commander Adama from Battlestar Galactica. We've got another bag at the back, so with Fisher-Price Adventure People, and also another, that's Perseus from Clash of the Titans. I'll have to go through these all individually. And another bag, my word, all Star Wars figures in that one. And we've got some weapons, a whole selection of weapons. Once I've got these out of the box, we'll have to open them all up and see what's what. And then there's a whole load of other bits and bobs all wrapped up. Right, well, let me rearrange my camera. We'll start opening these and take a look at everything in closer detail. So, wow, this is absolutely incredible. I've just sort of lined them all up just so you can take a quick look and see what was in those bags. This is Daniel and Philippe's entire childhood collection of toys, and it's fantastic. They're all sort of well played with, and have got various bits of damage and sort of paint missing. It's obviously been really well enjoyed by them growing up, and absolutely fantastic. I'm completely blown away. There are just so many figures here, and it's lovely to see them all. It's a fantastic collection. As I say, they're all pretty worn, and that's a good sign of a toy. If a sign has been played with, that's the whole point of it. So a few of the figures are missing limbs. I can just show you. There's a 2-1B here is missing part of his arm. There's a C-3PO at the back missing his hands, and yeah, all of them are a bit floppy and a bit loose, and I've actually had great trouble trying to stand them all up, but I've tried to split them up into different sections for you. So you've got the New Hope figures there. In the middle we've got Empire figures, and on the right we have Return to Jedi figures, and then at the front here there's a selection of sort of miscellaneous. So as I say, there was a Adama and an Ovian from Battlestar Galactica. There's a Sentry robot from the Black Hole, and then I think it's called Charon or something like this. This is from Clash of the Titans, and there's Perseus and a few other Fisher-Price Adventure People. There's also a little Tweaky from Buck Rogers just hiding in there, nice little figure there, in really good condition actually, and not often you see these with the O-rings not sort of broken, but yeah, he's in lovely condition. So a nice little Tweaky there, and also a big pile of weapons down here. I'll just show you quickly so you can see if you can spot anything that you recognise. So as I say, weapons here, a lot of bits that I do recognise. There's pieces for the Snow Speeder. This is something I actually need for rebuilding Yoda's Dagobah playset. I haven't actually got that. It's the little sort of bar that enables you to to raise Luke up and down. There's also one of these sort of boxes as well from that, and then a whole load of other pieces. There's a few G.I. Joe weapons intermixed into this a lot, which I do recognise, like these backpacks and stuff, and some of these sort of missile launchers or whatever you call them. And then there's a few others that I don't recognise. That I do recognise because there's an Action Force figure that has a black version of it, so that's a sort of missile launcher from that. But what else have we got? Stands for things, little packs. That's definitely for one of the Hoth play sets. Some other, that's a bag for one of the Ewoks, and that's Jabba's Dice's bowl. So yeah, a whole mixture of weapons and pieces. Some, as I say, I do recognise, and others, like these sorts of little guns, yeah, I don't know what they're from. I'll have to do some research. That's definitely a Lego piece. That's the back launching button off a speeder bike from, yeah, I think that's definitely what that is. So as I say, a whole mixture of pieces, but obviously some of the weapons go with these figures, but there's still more to open. So let's move on to some of the bits that were in this box that I haven't opened. Here are the other pieces from that first box that I haven't yet opened. So you can see they've all been individually wrapped. So let's take these apart and we'll see what's inside them all. It's a die-cast Star Destroyer, so this is one of the part metal, part plastic Star Destroyers. Very nice. That's in really lovely condition. Doesn't look like that one's been played with much at all. It should have a little ship that sits inside it, and then you can close this panel over the top of it. It looks like the ship is missing, but they always are, because it was a tiny little version of the Tantive Rebel blockade runner. But that's really nice. I'll put that to one side. Let's open up some of these other pieces. Looks like another die-cast ship, and this time it's the Millennium Falcon. Wow. That's really nice. I don't actually have that one at all. This is one that I don't have in my collection. It's a lovely little ship though. I like that. Again, part die cast, part sort of plastic. So it's got plastic bottom, plastic landing gear. There's a little rotating radar dish, the gun on the top, and a little cockpit, which inside looks like, I'm going to say there's Chewbacca and Han in that. But that's really nice. This is, again, a nicely sort of played with toy. You can see it's been really loved. There's a lot of sort of chips and paintwear going on the top of that. But someone's played very nicely with that, flying it around. A lovely toy. I'll stick that to one side. And what have we got in here? Oh, it's a land speeder. Oh, and it suffered what all land speeders tend to suffer with, and that's one of the engines has snapped off the top of it. This, to be honest, is one of the most common things you see with these land speeders. They're always missing the cockpit glass, and this is snapped off. Actually, you can see the little control stick there, which raises and lowers the landing gear, is also snapped away, which I've previously done a video on how to fix that, so it should be an easy one to do. Looks like someone's painted these as well. It's got a lot of white paint on it. That's a bit of a project, that one, but I'm sure that can be fixed. Oh, it's a speeder bike. That's funny, because I said earlier on there was definitely the part of a speeder bike there. Yes, the little launching mechanism on the back of it. So that's the bulk of a speeder bike there, just with that button missing and the flaps at the back, but it has everything else. It's got the little handlebars there and the laser. I think that's a repairable job as well. I'm sure at some point I can fix that up. I might even just have a spare section for this. I probably have a few left from when I did the restoration video on the ones that I have, so I might have a spare sort of end piece for that. But if not, I'm sure that can be fixed up. It's a nice speeder bike. What's this? Well, I can sort of tell by the shape what this is going to be. I think everyone watching will sort of work that out as well. I'm going to say that must be Jabba the Hutt. It just looks like his shape to me. So let's cut this open. Yeah, look, I can tell that's Jabba the Hutt. There's also a Salacious Crumb here, and there's parts of the bowl and pipe set. So there we go. That's a really lovely condition Jabba the Hutt. Then what have we got in this one? I can't actually tell from the shape of it. It doesn't sort of ring a bell. Ah, I see what this is. It's a Probot. It's the probe droid from Hoth. Again, another great figure, or not. It's not really a figure because it comes as part of the playset, but I think it is a figure. I've done a few videos on these as well, making stands for them, but it's a fantastic little thing. I always have a sort of soft spot for the Probots. I think they're a great design. It's a shame they didn't release them as an individual figure, but there you go. There is a lovely Probot. And then we've got one final thing from this box to open. Let's just take a quick peek in here and we'll see what it is. my word. I was not expecting that at all. Blimey. Look at that. Now, if you don't know what this is Bob from Disney's The Black Hole. I have never seen one of these. These are incredibly rare here in the UK. They were only released in Canada, and so if you collect black hole figures, that is something that I think most people would class as a Grail figure. And you know what, to me that is a Grail figure. I don't think I'd ever expected to see one of those, let alone have one in my collection. I'm absolutely blown away. I don't know what to say. That is really fantastic. It's an amazing little figure. He's got his little arms that move. Wowee. There's also a Vincent here, I should say. That's also an absolutely wonderful figure. But I've never seen a Bob at all. That's like the sort of one of the holy grail items for people who collect black hole stuff, because he's so hard to get. That is just fantastic. What an amazing figure. Blimey. This is box number 2, and as you can see, it's just a little bit too big for my filming area. I literally can't get any more in, so I'm going to stick this on the floor and I'll bring the items out one by one and we can open them up and see what's in here as well. Here is item number 1 from that box. Just straight on into it. And we can see what that is. I think I recognise this. This looks like the base to one of the Hoth sets. I'm going to say, just looking at the bottom, this is the Probot and Turret set base. So yes, it is. You can see that this has the turret should go here, the Probot goes here, and you can move this bit around to make this fire up. So we've already got the Probot. There may be some more bits in the rest of this box. Let's open some of the others. I think that's from the Land of the Jawas playset. So there should be a crashed escape pod from the Tantive blockade runner here, and a cardboard backdrop, and then some other things sort of move around. So yeah, that's the base of that. That's not a set I actually have. I assume you can get replacements of these backdrop pieces, so that'd be one that'd be fun to sort of rebuild. And we have another base here. Is the Cantina playset. Another one that's sort of part cardboard, part plastic. Yes, it is. So this is the Cantina playset. Again, it should have a cardboard backdrop here, and you can move characters around, moving these little sort of handles here and make things go up and down. I think there was a door set here as well. So it's the basis of the Cantina playset. I'll just put that there as well. So let's just open this one. Oh yes, indeed. This is the Hoth Attack base, I think this one's called. So yeah, this has all sorts of pieces that sort of clip in, and I think there's a gun here that clips over there, that sort of spins around, and then we have the ice bridge that goes here and collapses, and then there should be another building somewhere, I can't remember where it exactly is, that you can explode and sort of blow up. I think it must go over here. So yeah, there's a few pieces to that. Now we move on to some smaller sort of shape pieces. So let's see what this one is. That's unusual. It is one of the Saturn V rockets. I didn't expect to see that in there. I wonder what that is. Is that a model kit, or is it actually an actual toy? Quite intriguing. I'd have to look into that and find out what that's from. Now, what have we got here? Some more pieces. This is another large piece. I think I recognise what this is. This is something that I have restored relatively recently. This looks like the lift tower from the Kenner Death Star playset. It is indeed. So this is the lift tower from the Kenner Death Star playset. There's a piece inside there. Let's have a look, see what that is. Oh, there's a few pieces inside there. So we've got some, that's one of the support struts. And then, yeah, what's that bit? I don't recognise that bit. Oh, it's this bit's broken off the front here. So yeah, it's the internal tower for the Kenner Death Star playset, which is Oh, it's a laser radar cannon. This is not the exploding one by the looks of it. This is the one that comes with, there's another playset that uses the Land of the Jawas base that has this version of the radar in it, and I think it must be from that. It's got a little bit of pen and stuff drawn on it, but that works quite nicely. Just stick that there. And then we have another smaller one. This is, oh, it's a mini rig. This is the sort of Imperial Shuttle small mini rig. I think one of the guns was actually in the bag of pieces that was elsewhere. It's even got the little skis inside it. So there's the skis. Looks like they've got a few broken pieces on them. But yeah, that's one of the mini rigs there. So this is the bottom of the Kenner Star Destroyer playset. It's one that I've got pieces of. I don't have a complete one. I'm sort of still trying to build it up. So this is like Darth Vader's sort of chamber where he removes his helmet and stuff like that. And then there's a little piece that should rotate round so you can put a figure on there. We've got a whole big section which I haven't found yet in this box. But yeah, that is the Kenner Star Destroyer playset. So I'm just going to put that to one side and we'll get another package out. So this one I can immediately tell what this is. This is part of Jabba's dais, as you can see there. So that's the bit that he sits on. There's more pieces inside. Let's just open that up and see what's inside this. Ah, right, there's the bit that goes on the end, which is where his little bowl sits. I think there was the top part of that in that other packet as well, so it's almost a complete Jabba's set there. Then we have a piece of cardboard. This looks like it is from part of the Land of the Jawas set. As I was saying, this had a sort of cardboard backdrop. That looks like a piece of the Sandcrawler. And we have another section. Again, I know what this is just because it's something I've worked on fairly recently. This is one of the floors for the Kenner Death Star playset. This looks like the top section where the gun sits underneath this. So yeah, that's the very top floor of the Kenner Death Star. Okay, I've just had a little tidy up because I was running out of space to film, so I've moved all of those pieces to one side and we can get on opening some of these other parts and see what else is here. So this looks like another part to the Star Destroyer. It is indeed. This is the front section of the Star Destroyer. And I'm going to say that this is the back section to the Star Destroyer, just looking at it through the bubble wrap. Yep, there you go. That is the back panel to the Star Destroyer. You can even see the stickers on it there. Oh right, and here's a whole load of pieces. So, well, that's some Slave 1 wings. That is the gun for the Star Destroyer. Those are the legs for the Star Destroyer, and I think that is the mechanism that the gun attaches to. And then there is this piece, which at the moment I have no idea. I don't even recognise that. I'll have to investigate. Oh, and there is the top to the turret that goes with the Probot playset. Let's move on to the next few items. So this box really does just keep on going. It's still a few items left to unpack. As you can see, it's just more and more pieces. All been very well packed, so it's travelled a long way, all the way from Canada, and everything has survived really nicely. This is the top section to the Star Destroyer. I'll put that at the back there. And we've got a few more odd-shaped pieces. Alright, that's the gun to the Kenner Death Star playset, missing the front section. It's often broken there, but yeah, that's the gun to that. Let's see what this is. Ah, well, they are some TIE Fighter wing clips. I'm going to guess that is Darth Vader's just from the colour. It could be a TIE Interceptor, but I think that's actually more Darth Vader sort of colour TIE wing clips. And then this is the Probot and turret, the base of the turret. So we've got the turret here. You see that sits on there. That looks much better now. And then we have this, which looks like the rest of the chamber for the Star Destroyer. which it is indeed. And taped together, I'll leave the tape on that. So yeah, you put some batteries in the top of this and press a button and it lights a light on the inside to sort of light up Darth Vader. So that's the sort of side part of the Star Destroyer. And we have, this is definitely part of a TIE Fighter, and yeah, this is Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. I guessed the colour right. So we have Darth Vader's TIE Fighter here with these little seat inside and pretty corroded battery contacts, but you see that pretty often with these sorts of toys. But yeah, everything looks all right there. It's missing the wing clips. Those are again often broken or missing in fully, as you can see on this one. So that's Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. This is, oh, that's the gunner chair for the Kenner Death Star playset. That's what that fixes onto. So that's that part. And I'm going to guess this is another floor for the Death Star playset as well, just by the shape of it. It's one of the other floors. Indeed, this is the top. Yeah, this is the gunner floor. So all of that sits on top of this. So this is the one that has the firing mechanism. And let's have a look, see if that's broken. Yeah, it is. That's pretty much always broken. I think I've shown a fix for that as well. So this section sits on top of there and it goes around. You should be able to sort of explode it. So that's that part there. Now we are down to the last couple of pieces. Oh, there you go. That is the wings for Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. So we have an almost complete TIE Fighter there with all the pieces to it. Just put those to one side. Then this, it's an odd shape and I know immediately what it is. And obviously we have the wings at the back there. So this is clearly Boba Fett's Slave 1. So there we go. That is the rest of Slave 1. We've got some wings. Oh. Yeah, there we go. That's a really nice condition Slave 1 with the ramp as well intact on the back. Yeah, look at that. Lovely. What a fantastic ship. And then this is the final piece to open. I think I can tell straight away what this is just by that handle on the back of it. This is the trash compactor part of the Kenner Death Star. Yeah, it is. It's such a sort of an iconic shape, that piece, and it's yeah, easy to spot. Looks like it's missing the glass panels, but I've shown how to repair those. But everything else is there. You've got the door that opens and the sort of moving panel to compact anyone inside it. So yeah, that is it. That is all the pieces from this box. So let me rearrange my desk and we'll take a look at as many as I can fit on here. So I've just put a few bits together here so you can see them. Really, it's an absolutely overwhelming amount of stuff, and I just don't know what to say. It's a massive thank you to both Daniel and Philippe for all of this. It is their entire childhood collection of Star Wars toys and a few other bits and bobs. It's just amazing. It's lovely to see all this stuff. It's obviously been really well played with, and that's the whole point of toys, as I've said before. It's great to see them. They're all worn and they're all battered, and that's exactly how toys should be. Someone has thoroughly enjoyed playing with all of these. So yeah, I just have to say again a massive thank you to Daniel for taking the time to pack all of this stuff up and sending it over to me here. It's going to keep me sort of in projects for years to come, I would say. There's a whole load of things here that I can work on. All the stuff that I haven't covered on this channel before, I'll certainly work on and do videos of, and the stuff that I have covered, I'll just sit in the background and sort of fix them up and try and pass them on to people who would enjoy them as much as I do. So yeah, a massive thank you to Daniel for sending all of this stuff over. I really don't know what to say. I have sent him some small gifts in return. I've sent him some toy-polloi badges and stickers and my little notebooks and stuff, but it really is just a small thank you from me for sending such a kind donation into the channel and for me to work on. So I hope this video has been of interest to you. It certainly has to me. It's been lovely sort of looking through all of this stuff. If you've enjoyed it, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell to be notified each time I upload a new video. And thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching toy-polloi. Subscribe for more great videos. You can also follow toy-polloi on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.